Hey, what's up everyone? It is me, dannylightning. Hope you guys are doing good today. So we're going to be checking out a robot that used to be super amazing back in the day. This was one of the best late game beacon runners. You could just run from beacon to beacon to beacon during the last 2 to 3 minutes of the game. So if your team was behind, this guy used to just completely save the day. We are talking about Mr. Loki. So we're going to set this up. You always want to put the most powerful weapons you can find on this guy because most of the time you're going to be in stealth. But when you do come out of stealth, you want to be able to grab a couple of quick shots, get back into stealth, and then go back to stealing beacons. I mean, most of the time you're not going to be fighting with this. You're just going to use it for beacon running. The best set of longer range weapons at the time is what you want to throw on your Loki. That way, when you do come out of the ability, if the enemies are further away and you need to hit them, you can. When it comes to the drone, the Kestrel is amazing. Every time you come out of stealth and go back into stealth, this thing will heal you up a lot. This is the drone to have on the Loki. Now, when it comes to the pilot, Chester Cohen is your friend. You want to have this guy on here for sure. It is a big help to the Loki. Now, the pilot skills, we got Adamant Mechanic, which is pretty good. We got Armor Expert, which is awesome. We got Regular Mechanic, which is awesome. Adamant Roadhog, which is really good on this robot. We've got regular Roadhog, we've got Dodger, and we got Raider Mechanic. So some of these are a little bit of a weird choice, but they seem to work really well on this robot. At least they did in the past. We're going to find out if they still work good today. Now, Radar Mechanic, I'm not sure that's 100% necessary, so you could always change it up with one of these skills I'm about to mention right now. I think Stubborn Warrior would be an excellent choice. That's a newer skill. If that were around back when I chose these pilot skills, Stubborn Warrior is probably what I would have put on there instead to give him more durability once he starts to get on low health. So yeah, Stubborn Warrior is definitely the way to go. Master Gunsmith is another thing to consider, but I don't think that one's as important. But if you don't like one of these other skills, Master Gunsmith, it is. All right, so when it comes to choosing the specializations, you definitely want to go with the Saboteur. Now, you can either grab a thing that makes you capture beacons faster, which we're going to try today, or the thing that makes your robot faster, the Robot Accelerator. And I do think the Robot Accelerator is probably going to be your best choice because that's going to give you another 11 kilometers per hour and make your robot fast. The other one's just going to allow you to capture beacons quicker, but we're going to try a beacon operator today. We can capture beacons 15% faster. So that should be a pretty big help in a lot of ways. Next up, we can choose overdrive or cloaking unit. We're going to try the cloaking unit. Honestly, I'm not sure that it's that much of a help. But most of the time, we're not firing at people. We're just trying to run around and grab beacons. So we're going to try the cloaking unit and see if it helps out. But, I think you're probably better off just running the overdrive. But, it's personal preference on those right there. But when it comes to the modules, I would either run a phase shift, a jump unit, or the advanced repair. That is your choice. Jump unit is super fun, but I do think advanced repair is usually the way to go. Today I am playing the arm weapons on this guy because the arm weapons are crazy powerful right now. So I figure, you know what? They got good range. They are going to be able to blast people into little teeny bits if I choose to come out of the shield. If I choose to come out of stealth, I mean. And that's not something you do very often in this robot. I don't know why I said shield because, this little dude does not get a shield unless you put a jump unit and the AOPO drone on him, then he might. Or if you got a mothership that gives you a shield, but that's all besides the point. So there's the build. We're going to take this little guy into some gameplay. Now, I've very carefully chosen some footage that's going to give you a real idea of my experience with this robot. We're going to let you see what's good about him, what's bad about him, and this would give you a really good idea whether or not you think the Loki is going to be worth playing right now, because I'm going to tell you, there are a lot of people out there on the battlefield running anti-stealth. Some Titans have it. Titans never used to have it. So I used to always wait for the Titans to come out to drop the Loki back in the day. But a lot of Titans now have the anti-stealth. And there's a lot of robots running around with it. So we're going to find out if the Loki is still worth playing. Anti-stealth may or may not make this guy worthwhile or worthless. So we'll find out. We will find out. So let's get back to the video. And real quick before we do, if you happen to purchase something over there on the warrobots web shop, don't forget to click the support a creators button and type in my code dannylightning, all lowercase and one word. That's helped support this channel. Thanks for using my code. Link to the video's description and the pinned comment. Okay, so this is the very first game that I've played with the Loki in a long time, so this is going to be very interesting. So we're instantly going to go into stealth, and we're going to run over this way and try and steal somebody's beacons, or at least we're going to be a distraction, right? I'm going to go over to the left, I think, and try and run behind these guys, and hopefully they're... Okay, that guy's weapons are kind of hitting me, but luckily they didn't do too much damage, so... Ah, crap, here comes somebody. Let's go ahead and move on over this way. Maybe they'll, like, notice that I'm in stealth and they'll forget about me. So we're going to go ahead and just zap this guy in the back. So we need to get back in there. Watch how much that drone heals us up. We almost gained... Oh, crap. Okay, there's a Titan. I got to watch out here. But I did get the beacons. So far... this is going great. Now, normally I don't come out of stealth, so you got to be really careful coming out of stealth in the Loki, because I'm telling you right now, it takes a lot of damage really fast, especially if there's a Titan shooting you. Cool, somebody killed that Titan, thank you. We're going to grab a couple of cheap shots really quick, and let's get him. Come on, reload. I need some ammo. All right, that guy went into a shield. Let's get back into the ability. That drone just healed us pretty much back to full health again. We're going to shoot at this guy a few times. Something's busting me in the butt back there. I don't know if that's a teammate. How did we lose that beacon? All right, I'm going to grab it again. So right now I'm not taking fire, so I don't really need to be back in the ability, but sometimes it's better safe than sorry, so you should probably stay in the ability as much as possible. Here comes a Ravena. So these guys are kind of, they're sort of a threat. There's nothing I see that's really going to cause me a big problem. So we want to try and, yeah. Oh man, I thought I was going to get that kill. I was going to say, we want to kill him, then get back there. So right now I do wish I had a jump unit. All right, so I don't want that sword robot to be able to see me whatsoever. That would be bad if he came in, so yeah. Right now, if I had a jump unit, oh, game ended. Nice. So that first game, that went really well. That was a really good game. That's pretty much textbook Loki play right there. Exactly how you want it to go. And that was the first game I played with this dude in, I don't know, I feel like I haven't played him in about a year. So that went great. We're about to find out how the next game goes. Hopefully it goes as good. I didn't really get much damage or anything, but hey, we're playing a Loki, so we're after beacons, not damage. All right, so we are dropping on the, I don't know why I always want to call this the moon map, but it's not. I think what we're going to do is drop our Loki first, and we're going to go try and steal the enemy's home beacon. So I do think that the little accelerator would have been better than the thing that makes you capture beacons faster, because I feel much slower. Normally I use the thing to give me more speed, but, you know, it is nice to capture beacons quicker, but... I mean, that got it really fast, but I think I would rather travel across the map faster, to tell you the truth. So we're going to move all the way to the outside of the map in hopes that the enemies can't really detect that I'm over here. And what I want to do is try to get into their home base without them noticing me. That way, if somebody does have anti-stealth, well, maybe they won't see me coming. So you can be kind of sneaky with this thing. Hopefully these guys don't know I'm here. If they do... this may be hit or miss as to how this goes. So, yeah, that guy, crap. Someone's got anti-stealth. All right, oh no. All right, if I can get back into the ability, that drone will, all right, that did not go well. Okay, so going by that clip, you can see exactly how squishy this robot is. I mean, this robot is extremely squishy. Somebody had anti-stealth. I decided, okay, since he's shooting me, I'm going to come out of the ability and fire back. And then I noticed there was a purple shield. So what I should have done was just ran back behind cover. I think I kind of made a mistake there, but they probably would have killed me anyway because they were able to see me in stealth. So that did not work out. Let's go play another round and see game number 3. Okay, so now we're going to drop in Mr. Loki. I don't normally like to run this guy as my first robot. I do usually like to run him like mid or late game. He's always been a really good late game robot, but we're trying him more mid game, all right? I mean, we're only a couple minutes in, but we're going to go ahead and drop him. I see a guy over there with low health. All right, something just shot me in the back. That was not very nice. I think that was a teammate. We're going to go try and steal this beacon. And that guy with low health there, I mean, we're gonna take him out. Goodbye, sir. Whatever damage I just took, I'm gonna heal that back from the drone. So there we go. You know what? It didn't work very well that time for some reason. It only gave me a little teeny bit of health back. I don't know why, but hey. He must have had some weapons that gave me too much gray damage or something. I don't know. So let's go out, steal a couple of shots here. Yeah, we got a double kill. Bam, bam. So sometimes these games go good, sometimes they go bad. As long as that guy doesn't have anti-stealth. Okay, here comes a Titan with, oh my god. Okay. So he was able to see me in stealth. All right, so far we've had one good game, one bad game, one almost good game. So let's go play a couple more and see how she goes. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and drop Mr. Loki on in over here, and we wanna go try and get this beacon on the top. So we're gonna go back into stealth, and yeah, let's see what. Okay, there's a robot right there. We want to shoot him really quick. I probably should have went into stealth, but I didn't. Alright, so that was pretty stupid what I just did on the last game. I said, hey, let's go into stealth, and then I didn't. And then I ran up there, and, you know, before I could get into stealth, that guy stomped me. So let's go into stealth. Of course, we're in stealth right now. And that guy, come on, man, this is not good. Okay, thank you, Mr. Sword Unit, for saving my buttocks, because that guy had anti-stealth. Like, it's actually amazing how many people are running something that's able to hit me in stealth. Now, I will say I'm not showing you every game I recorded. I've been playing this guy for close to 2 hours now. This is going to be the last game I record, but I would say it's been very hit and miss as to how many people were able to see me in stealth, right? We had a couple of really good games. We had a couple of games that went decent, and then we've had a lot of games where somebody just killed me right through the stealth like I didn't even exist. So there's too many. I think there's too many people running anti-stealth for this little dude. All right, back into the thing, and yeah, he was able to see me in stealth. He killed me right through the stealth, so I'm dead again, guys. We're just gonna go ahead and finish off this game, but I mean, I'm actually getting really tired of being destroyed while I'm in stealth. I mean, all these things that make so your abilities don't work get on my nerves. I don't like lockdown. I don't like, freeze. I don't like shield breaker. I don't like anti-stealth. I mean, if your robot has some sort of ability that it relies on to survive, other robots should not be able to press a button or something similar to just ignore that ability and kill you through that ability that robot needs to survive, because, well, that makes your robots obsolete when crap like that happens. But anyways, whatever. I've personally played a lot of games with that Loki, and I don't think it's going well, right? I only had a couple of games that actually went good. You saw the best game. The very first game I played was the best game. The third game I'm showing you is going to be like the second best game I had, which really wasn't very good. In pretty much every other battle I played for like the last 2 hours, somebody just wrecked him. Right? Somebody just wrecked him right through the stealth, and he did not even stand a chance. So there's too many people that can shoot you when you're in stealth to play something as squishy as a Loki right now. So yeah, I don't think I recommend it, guys. I don't think I recommend the Loki. Maybe after the rebalance hits and they nerf everything and the damage is lower. I'm not sure. But I don't think that's going to stop people from running anti-stealth. So I don't really think that's going to be the best bet, to tell you the truth. But, what can you do? What can you do? We did our best, all right? We did our best. We tried. I actually thought the Loki was going to do extremely well. But unfortunately, too much anti-stealth. Too many people can see me when I'm invisible, when I'm supposed to be not seeable. People can see me and kill me, and they just take me out in an itty-bitty, teeny-weeny split second, and my robot dies. It's pretty sad, actually. Now I got to go to like 12,000 Loki funerals because lots of Lokis were destroyed during this gameplay footage. You know, like they have those disclaimers like none of the animals were hurt during the making of this video. Well, so many Lokis were hurt and or died during the making of this video. It was 100% terrible. Those poor little Lokis. I mean, what did they do to deserve that? All they were trying to do were grab beacons. All they wanted was a beacon, and those nasty red guys smashed the poor little Lokis. I mean, in my opinion, that is very rude, that is very mean, that is very nasty, and that is 100% uncalled for. Just let the Loki get a beacon. I mean, come on, guys. Just let the Loki get a beacon. When I was playing the Cossack on my live stream yesterday, it did better than this Loki. I'm not kidding. The Cossack with the Aopo drone did better than this Loki is doing right now. And that is no lie. The Cossack was actually fun. Now, I did have somebody with a Leo who kept attaching to me to give me extra durability. But I'm going to tell you what, I really enjoyed that Cossack on my live stream. I played several games with it. I mean, it did better than the Loki. I'm not lying. It did better than the Loki. I mean, of course, you know, I had the right circumstances for that to happen, but oh man, the Cossack was fun. The Cossack was fun. Heimdall. All right, guys, Heimdall is an amazing Titan. So many people hate this thing. I don't know why. People just don't like playing it. But in my opinion, the Heimdall is a beast. The Heimdall is a pure beast. Everybody should have one. But people don't enjoy playing this robot. I think they don't really understand it, right? One button switches between the two abilities and the other button that activates the ability. So one button switches abilities, the other one activates it. It's not really that complicated, but you know, it's not as good as a Mauler. But the thing is, it usually holds its own. I mean, I really get in there and start to brawl with this most of the time, and it's really fun to play, at least for me. I've been playing this robot for a long time. Even when it sucked, I enjoyed playing it just because it's a fun robot. But they've buffed this thing. I think the Heimdall's been buffed like 12 times. And I might be exaggerating just a little bit, but I might not be. It's been buffed a bunch, like a whole bunch. They have buffed the heck out of the Heimdall, and it's just gotten better and better and better and better over the years. But for some reason, people just don't enjoy playing it, and I can't figure out why. Oh, he's too far away. I was hoping to get a couple of shots in. So there we go. But bam, we won the game. My team is victorious. Ha 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 ha. Red guys gotta be some dead guys. Goodbye, Reds. Y'all gotta go. Gotta go, gotta go. All right. Came in almost last place. That sucked. My team did awesome. Hey, you can't come in first every time, but that was a good game right there. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Both teams did awesome. You know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. That time we are lucky enough to win one, and bam, Loki sucks, right? Loki kind of sucks, but besides that, what can you do? What can you do? What can you do? Okay, so that's pretty much it for our game footage today. Now we're going to go ahead and talk about my thoughts and feelings on the Loki. All right, so there was the Loki. I mean, honest truth here is if people aren't able to shoot you when you're in stealth, you're going to have some really good games with this thing. But the problem is most of the time, people are going to be able to shoot you while you're in stealth, or at least a lot of the times. Now, maybe I just had a bad run. Maybe I had bad luck. But pretty much every single game I dropped into for the last 2 hours, Loki got taken out very fast, right? I had a couple of good games. I had a lot of really bad games. So right now, I'm not really sure that I could recommend that you build or play a Loki. Now, I used to see Lokis everywhere in Champion League. They used to be running around the battlefield, and they used to be amazing. But now I think I realize why I'm not seeing very many. There's just too many people running anti-stealth, and that's really making so the robot's not very playable. like I said, maybe I just had some bad runs. You may have a different experience with how many people can shoot you in stealth, but if people can shoot you in stealth, it's an extremely squishy robot and it dies very, 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 very fast. So I'm not really sure that I recommend the Loki at this time. So yeah, don't, probably not a good robot to build or play right now. Maybe things will change in a couple of months. One thing about this game is, depending on what's meta, some older robots make a comeback. They get worse and better, worse and better. I mean, something may be playable for a couple of months and then it's not because there's something else on the battlefield that counters it all over the place. And then maybe that dies off and then, you know, a month or two later, that robot's good again. But right now, as of like, you know, mid 2025, the Loki's not feeling that good. And I don't really think it's worth playing, but that's our video. That's how it went. That's how she goes. And yeah. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed this content, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe. Hit that little bell, set those notifications to all. That way YouTube notifies you every time I make new videos. Huge shout out to my channel members. Thank you guys and gals so much. The extra support really helps the channel. If you want to become one, they're just a couple of bucks a month. Just hit the little join button right below the video. We would definitely appreciate that. It really does help the channel. Or if you use my affiliate links in the video's description or the pinned comment, you can get some really amazing stuff. Plus, there's some other ways to help support the channel in there. And even just watching more of my videos is a gigantic, humongous, big old massive help to this channel. So thank you for watching. And yeah, sorry I messed that up. Have a wonderful day. Catch you guys later. Lightning out. See ya.